Hello everyone, welcome back to Career Sync. In this video, we are going to discuss the latest interview questions from 15th and 16th May. And each candidate interview is very important, so must watch till the end. So let's start with the cluster one, first candidate. The first question he was asked to he has to show the 360 degree of the room because he should not cheat to verify it by the interviewer. Questions started with the introduction, in-depth question based on project like JDBC about a Spring Boot annotations that you used in that project. Do you know collection? So he said yes. So in the collection framework, he asked what is array list versus linked list? What is set? Overloading versus overriding? Abstract versus interface? JVM? Showing code and explain two-line public stated void main string auth. So this is the main starting point of the code. So here he has to explain them and where the object stores and the local variables. After that, code remove. He has to remove duplicates from the list. He has to code it in the front of the interview. And after that, SQL joins. Then about self join, views, cyber security, like authentication and authorization. What are ransomware, encryption, symmetric and asymmetric? Situational based question like if we want to send the data, which key is used for encryption and for decryption to the sender? What is hashing versus encryption? And do you have any question for me? So this is how it ended. And he also got the logo mail after completion of the interview. So we have more chances of the selection for this student. Now, for the second candidate, we can see that question directly started with the Python based like what is the difference between list and tuple? Real world examples, he has to explain them. Exception handling, how you handle the exceptions, what are the keywords you use like try and catch, what is key error and how you solve it. So he has to explain it. And some ML questions like he mentioned in his resume about machine learning. So like what are the types of machine learning like supervised and supervised reinforcement. And then sequence database, what is PIP and what its use. Python features like what are the features of Python, he keeps using me what are the other tech stack you are proficient. So he said data analytics. So he asked questions on it like how you visualize the data. After that, C features because he mentioned it in his resume. Also about tokens. Now the question was about recursion. He has to code for the recursion. He asked advanced in Python and machine learning. So I am not able to answer most of the questions, and the whole duration of the interview is 50 minutes. And also he also got the logo mail after the interview, so he also have probably good chance of getting selection. And the result will between up to 25 to 30 days, probably it will take to time for the result. Now for the third candidates, let's see, the question was from started with the introduction, and he mentioned AWS, Amazon. So he asked on it. After that, what is EC2 and Lambda function? Any projects you have done using AWS services? Your comfort language. So he said Java. So he asked me questions based on the Java. So, but his cluster was three. So sometimes if your interviewer is good, you can make them to give your interview in your preferred language. Okay. Now, difference between string and string builder, real-time reuse case, and code on abstract class and interface. Prime numbers up to n, he has to write the code, and Fibonacci series, the largest element in an array, he has to write three codes. After that, polymorphism and its type, and she asked me to write code using only real-time use cases. So sometimes, whenever you give the example, it should be related to the text stack, not from the other examples. Okay. Now, difference between runnable and callback functions. Read ready to relocation and ready with any domain, like they will give you random technology. That's why. And what is the use of finally keyword? And he asked with the follow-up questions like that is no SQL, no project questions. Okay. So here it's end with the cluster third. Now for the next candidate, it is for cluster one. It is very simple. Like he asked to introduce himself. After that, the project explanation in brief. Then he come to the questions, theoretical questions on Java like abstract and interface. What is the difference? What is hash map? What is a constructor? Again, questions on collection like stack and queue. After that, reverse a string and a new question, right? You have to check whether the number is palindrome or not. It can be string also. And next, are you able to relocate to any location that they have asked? And any technology, like they will be giving you random technology after joining. And any shift like night shift and day shift, they will be preferred according to the needs of the company. Now for the fifth candidate, let's see, it's also for the cluster one. Like what are the collection framework? What is the list? Difference between array list and linked list? Difference between compare and comparable? How do you handle exceptions in Java? Difference between final and finally? What is finalized? Are string immutable and why it is immutable? Difference between string and string builder. It can be string buffer also, so you have to go through all the three and write a code by taking strings in array list and order them in ascending order and descending order. What is the difference between collection and collections? There are two different terms, so make sure to prepare for it. And difference between comparable and compare, and any questions for me. So this is how it's ended, and also he got the logo mail. I have mentioned that because those who got the logo mail has more chances of getting selections mail and offer letter in the future. All the questions are uploaded in the sheet. So if you want to know latest interview questions, we have prepared a sheet where we have all interview questions, common questions which are being asked, SQL related questions for your practice, Java coding questions, all coding questions are same, and cybersecurity based question also. So if you're shortlisted for cybersecurity role or GenC Pro or Next, so it might be helpful for you. So join our Telegram channel. We have two different channels. One for only resources where no discussion is done, and another for discussion. If you have any doubt, you can text there. We will help you there, and that's it. Thanks for watching this video. And if you have any need in future, you can just text me in the Telegram. Thanks for watching this video.